So yeah, we are side by side. Yo, check it, check it. All right, man. Today, woo, my guest today, man, really needs no introduction because he's truly a legend in this dance community, man. He's worked with so many top entertainers of our time. We're talking about Justin Timberlake, Chris Brown, Nick Cannon, Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, man, just to name a few. And this guy, he's hilarious, man. He just loves to have fun wherever he goes. You can see he's on his way somewhere right now. But not only that, man, he's a caring individual. This guy he definitely loves to help people. And he's one of the most humble person that you'll ever meet. All right. And of course, he's incredibly busy. You could tell he's going somewhere right now. So we're extremely lucky to have him with us today. And I'm talking about none other than the one and only Papa P of the Electric Boogaloos. Welcome to the show, my big brother.
Oh man, Siege, man, it's my pleasure, and nice to see you under any condition, my brother.
All right, man. Today, look, I want to pick your brains. I know you've done tons of interviews. You talked about you probably talk about things so often, but I want to dig into your memory bank. All right. I want to, and here's the thing. I want to show the audience this quick clip because we mentioned that you work with a lot of artists, a lot of different artists right there, and right here for those that don't know, for some of the younger members that don't know, this is a clip, and as I talk, I want you to talk too because this is actually with Michael Jackson Beat It. I'm going to show this, Pete, and I want you to talk about what the whole process was like. You know, how old you were, how did you get this gig? You know, what did you have to do? Because the choreography, this is not popping per se. So was it hard for you to learn? What was that whole thing like? Go ahead, Pete.
And I said, oh, okay. And it was, so this is not a prank. Anyway, long story short, they commissioned us and they hired us to come, and then we had to meet Michael Jackson.
Hey, sorry, Pete. I just got to pause right there for those that don't know. This is Papa Pete. What age were you, Pete?
I was 20.
Okay, 20 years old. Look
I
at
was 20. Yeah. Michael was 23. Michael, okay. I think I was just about to turn 21. Michael was 23, and okay. So after we said we would do the video, and they told us it was going to be like a week shoot or whatever. So we was like, okay, cool. We all excited because again, this is at Michael Jackson at the height of Michael Jackson.
Right.
So
right.
We ended up. They said we got I think it was like a week later or something like that. He wanted to meet me. It was me, Sugar Pop,
and right here, this is Sugar Pop right there.
Yeah, it was me, Sugar Pop, Robot Dane, a guy named Cass. Just people that I know who was at the meeting of him. And then the day of the rehearsal, we all in the studio, and the choreographer is teaching the jazz dancers the choreography. We were looking like, okay, when are we coming in? When are we gonna do our thing? And then he walked up to us and said, hey, you guys, you guys supposed to be learning this. We said, learning what? Hey, this choreography. That ain't got nothing to do with popping.
Right.
So we had it. So we was hired to do we was the main, some of the main dancers. So we had to learn that part. And it was, yes, it was difficult because for us, it was the whole aspect of being, just felt weird, because we don't do, I'm not a person that looked at it that's somebody doing jazz or that kind of stuff like, oh man, that's so stupid looking. No, it was more of, now we're out of our comfort zone. Have I done stuff before? Yes, but and we had to learn it. Oh man, it was just so funny to watch. All of us trying to, and it was a struggle at first, and we we got it. So, but that was a process, and it was just them hearing. They said they wanted some street dancers in it, and the person, her name was Cheryl Song, is a Korean dancer from the Soul Train days, and she worked at MJJ Production. So she said, well, how about the Electric Boogaloos? Which it was really, Electric Boogaloos was defunct at that time. It was just really me, Dane, and that's why it wasn't like, no one else. Skeeter Rabbit, well, Skeeter wasn't even in Electric Boogaloos at that time. When this is like 1980,
81, 82?
81, 80, 81. Yeah.
Okay.
So Ski, Ski didn't get to do it, but I think Ski was in jail. Who knows?
He was. I didn't want to say it, but all right, you said it.
Yeah, he was in jail because he had called and we told him about it. He said, "Man, wait, tell him to wait till I get out." I said, how can I hold up production and I wait for my cousin to come." But anyway, but it was the process of it was really cool. And doing the shoot and doing the video was awesome because it was kind of like Michael. This is again the first time he worked. He worked with us. This is before we did Captain EO.
Right.
So
was that 84, 85?
Yeah, 80, 85. I think 85, 84, 85 was Captain EO.
Okay.
85. So, but it was like really, he was so enthused and with us, man. He would love, like when he greeted, he's like, "I'm so glad you guys are doing the video." And this and that. And the crazy thing that would happen when we're on set, he would, a lot of celebrities came to visit him, which it can be from Elizabeth Taylor, Barbara Streisand, Quincy Jones, all these celebrities would come and be at his trailer, and he would have me, Dane, and Sugar Pop. He would tell the security go get us so we can dance for Carrie Fisher and George Lucas and all these people, and then he was sitting in his window in his trailer while we out there dancing, and we'll walk up. He say, go, "Hey guys, could you guys dance for my friends? Can you dance for Elizabeth Taylor?" And we looking at like, that's Elizabeth Taylor. Wow. And
now, was this video shoot one day or is it like a weekend?
It was about 5 days. It was about it's about a 5-day rehearsal because Captain EO, then it was a big thing. Not Captain EO. Sorry, Beat It.
Yeah, Beat It.
It was a big thing. So it was like, because you got to learn all the choreography. So I think it was like 5-day rehearsal, and I think it was about 3 or 4 days shoot. Downtown LA. So yeah, but it was fun, man. It was a great experience. But like I said, I got cut out one of the scenes because I was when you see Robot Dane doing the guy with the glasses doing the vibrate thing.
Yeah.
Right before that, I was on the opposite gang of him. So we stepped out and faced off.
Oh, okay.
I seen came before when Michael Jackson and Michael Peters, who the guy he did with the knife with, who was actually the choreographer of the video.
Okay.
And our scene came before that, where me and Dane stepped out in a circle like we about to fight, and then I started popping, and I got down, and he vibrated. So I guess they kept the vibrating.
Oh,
okay. So maybe it was a little bit more dynamic and a little bit more, whatever. So, and then that's why you see me behind him at the so.
Okay. But, I didn't know that. I don't think anybody else knew that either. So, hey, by the way, we are live on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. So some of the audience members right now, you guys should jump in and chat if you guys want. I don't know if you saw, Roland said, "What up?"
What's up? No, I didn't see it. What's that? What's up, Roland?
Yeah. All right. So from Michael, I want to move over to this one right here. I don't know if you can see right here. Remember this one? For those that don't see, this is
Janet Jackson.
Janet. This is you and Wiggles working with Janet. So can you tell us what that was like what the whole process is? Because it seems like you and Wiggles choreographed this portion, and how did she learn, and what was that whole process like, Pete?
Oh well, I mean, I was asked to do
right there, boom, boom.
I was asked to do the video, and I was working before Wiggles came in. I was working with that's all my choreography because Wiggles came in later, but me and her work one-on-one to do it. And actually, the crazy thing is on the actual routine, she was supposed to have been in front of us, and she said, "Nope." He said, "There's no way I'm gonna dance in front of you guys. I gotta dance behind you." And I had to, I think that's 2006. I had to convince her to, because when we was in rehearsal, she was like, this is harder than people, you know, think. And I don't. And she said, I don't want to disrespect the dance. I don't, because if this is something you just can't learn in a few days of rehearsal. You got to live
Right.
this. I said, yeah, but you know, I said, me teaching, because her whole thing was about the feel and the look. She said, I want to have, she wanted the authenticity of it versus just doing a you know, the moves. But I told her,
Right.
I said, I'm gonna have you you know, doing it where I'm gonna be satisfied with the outlook and the outcome of it. And you know, and I would never put you on stage and make you look like you don't know what you're doing. So,
Was this the first time you worked with her, or you worked with her before too?
no, that's the first time I worked with her.
Okay.
So I had met her before because, you know, of course, you know, and stuff, but it was the first time meeting. I mean, actually dancing with her, and again, it's just her and I in the rehearsal, and she was very humble, very, you know, wanted to know everything, but she was very honest about, hey, I don't know, and I had to convince her to because she was going to scrap that part, not because it was some kind of like, you know, I don't like the dance style.
Right. She
It
just
was
thought it was
more,
too hard.
she just felt like, hey, I want to look good doing it, and
Right.
she didn't want to disrespect the process.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I told her, you know, I got you. So when Wiggles came in, then we start, you know, he learned the routine, and then we had to. So she was, when we were doing it together, and she saw how we were looking, you know,
Yeah.
into it, because we could, you know, we know the style. She
Yeah.
said, that's when she said, there is no way that I'm going to be in front of you guys. I want to stay behind. And I said, okay. And even, but the other, you know, her team, I mean, her manager's like, no, we want you in front. She said, no,
Yeah.
I gotta be, and it actually worked out real good.
Yeah.
And the day of the shoot is because this is the Billboard Awards here in
Billboard. Yeah.
in Vegas. So Chris Brown at this time, this 2000, he was probably like 19 years old, and he was in the front row. And when on that part, when me and Wiggles came out from the side,
Yeah.
and we looked down because the stage is high, and we
Yeah.
looked down, and I saw him, and he put his hand over his mouth and said, and went, "Oh my God!" He went, "Bobby Pete and Mr. Wiggles," and I was like, and I'm looking like, oh shit, you know. And you know, he was young, you know, of course he was
Yeah.
very popular, but but just for him to acknowledge the fact that he saw us walk out, his mouth and face was like, oh
Yeah.
my goodness. So
Now you worked with him on his video. Was that after this or was that before this?
that's way after. Yeah,
Okay.
that was like maybe like another, that was like 10 years.
So that's the first time he saw you?
Yeah, that's the first time he saw us. Yeah, actually he had worked. My son Shoney had did some stuff with him
Okay.
at during that time, you know. And then, you know, when he found out Shoney, you know, was Shoney's father, he was like, and then Shoney was telling me they was at rehearsal. Man, wait, Palm Beach, your dad? And he said, yeah. He said, man, you know, so and you know, because his whole thing, you know, of course, him being a
Right.
dancer and singer. I mean, you know, and knowing, you know, all the hot dancers, and definitely knowing Mr. Wiggles,
Right.
you know, and knowing of us, so it was cool. It was a good validation, you know, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, the thing with Janet was fun. We pulled it off, and you know, she was very pleased with it. So
That was awesome, man. That was, I mean, I was, you know, obviously as a fan and, you know, as somebody you mentor, when I see you up on stage, it's, of course, it's like, you know, eruption for me. So, but anyways, I want to move on to a different aspect right now. I want you to think back to maybe some of the best dance advice that you received, you know, from maybe your mentors or your teachers or people that you've seen that given good advice or great advice that you've seen, and that I want you to share that with us.
well, I mean, you know, of course, everyone, you know, from my brother Boogaloo Sam, who taught me the dance, because without him teaching me this, I wouldn't be able to achieve anything that, accolades that I I've done or have or going to do in the future. So, you know, he was a person that was very much disciplined, but he wasn't a tyrant. He just told me, work hard. If you want to get better, you got to practice. You know, I mean, as simple as that, what somebody would say. But one of the best advice I got is from Michael Jackson.
Mm.
You know, when we were doing Captain EO,
Okay.
and it was at the first day of rehearsal, and the first day of rehearsal was like, in the routines, or he's learning, because hit the main routines of the contemporary jazz stuff or whatever he was doing, and I'm sitting there looking at the rehearsal, and he's learning, but he's going like he's dancing like hard. Like you got rehearsal, you in rehearsal. Most people be in rehearsal mode. Like, okay, let me just do a little here. Okay, I got it. Once he gets it down, he in it. So I'm sitting there, and I said, after he finished, I walked up to him and I said, Mike, man, you go, no, you give 100% in rehearsal.
Right.
And then he was like, he looked at me and kind of like looked me up and down and went, Pete, he said, I don't understand when people say, that give 100%. I said, yeah, but because you was going hard. He said, but I don't understand that. He said, isn't there 101? Isn't there 200%? I mean 101%. I say, yeah. He said, isn't there 200%? I say, yeah. He said, I don't understand when people say like 100 is all they can give. If that's all you can give, then why do it? He said, he looked at me, and I remember this. This is he went, I start at 100 and give my all, and walked away from me like nil. Understand? And I sat there looking with my mind went boom, and that's
Blown.
that's what I live by today. Like people, even when people say I go to rehearsal, say if I'm doing a judge solo and you got to
Right.
rehearse before it, I don't do tech rehearse. I get out because I gotta give my all, because I gotta know where I am, and that's what he told me that day. That's the best thing, and I've said that's over 30 years ago. Like he
Wow.
said, he said start at 100 and give your all, and I went like, because there's no limit. It's unlimited what you can do, and the effort you can give. He said, so I understood that. So that's the best advice for me. That is
Wow.
the one that I said, and of course, and then and Skeeter Rabbit has told me, like he said, we gonna do it we gonna do it till the casket drop. So in other words, be out here, do the best you can until the day you can't do it.
Right. Wow. That's gold nuggets right there.
Yeah.
That's for real. That's like it's like a paradigm shift, really, for all the dancers out there. Yeah, start at 100%. Incredible. Thank you for that, Pete. All right, flip it to another side, right? That was the best advice. Let's try to see what are some of the worst advice that you heard. Pete, I think we're losing you real fast, brother. You're driving on the road. But hey, just to recap real quick, we're talking with Poppin' Pete, and he is on the road right now. So I think the reception is kind of choppy. Anyways, we got him back.
Yeah.
All right. You got me, Pete? Are we good?
Yeah, I'm on the freeway, so I got into dead zone. Sorry about that, people.
Yeah, I figured that, but that's all right. So now let's flip the question a little bit, right? So we talked about the best advice. Let's try to think about, was there a real bad advice that you were given? Like the worst advice, when you heard it, you're just like, nah, that's not good advice.
Yeah, the worst advice someone had ever given me. I was 16 years old, and these older cats told me, "Hey Pete, if you want to dance better, you got to smoke weed." And I told them, "You got to be high, or you got to." People have said, or snort this coke and open your mind. I said, "Nah, I'm good." I said, "Well, I mean, I'm not a drinker. I'm not a smoker. I don't do drugs."
Right.
So, and I was 16 years old, and when they told.
And again, I think we're losing Pete just a little bit because he's on the road. Busy man. But we were talking about some of the bad advice that he got, and he's mentioning that someone told him to smoke weed or drink. if he wants to get better. And that's definitely a bad advice.
But I'm going, why am I going to be impaired? You know, because I'm thinking like, hey, man, people are impaired, been in accident, car accident, drunk drive. Man, come on. I don't, no, I'm good. I know what a drunk dancing look like. And it ain't perfect. It may look good in their head and they think they getting down, but that's the ugly thing I've seen in my life.
Very good.
So that's some bad advice if anybody giving somebody like that. But everybody live their own sword, man. That's how I always say.
True. All right, let's flip again right now. You probably already know this. The breaking is supposed to come 2020 in the Olympics, or 2024 breaking going to the Olympics. Your thoughts, the pros and cons. What do you think, Pete? Again, Pete, I don't know if you're able to catch that, but the connection is we're kind of losing you. Did you catch that, Pete? Man. I'm not sure if we caught you one more time, Pete. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right. So I was mentioning about the 2024 Olympics breaking. Did you catch that?
Yeah. What about it?
All right.
What about it?
Your thoughts, man. The pros and cons. What do you think about that?
I have no thoughts. I don't care.
Let me flip it this way. What if popping was in it? Would you want to judge that, or rules and whatnot?
I'm gonna tell you what. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I told somebody else who asked me that. Popping would never be in the Olympics. I'm not gonna play what if. It's not a popping is not a I believe the only reason why breaking is in there because it closely has a gymnastic feel to it. So, it can be judged a little bit better, even though it has dance aspect and all that. And I'm not, again, I mean, do they thing. Only thing I say about it is not called break dancing. So if they letting that get away, you definitely not gonna get me to watch it. Not under that name, because it's not break dancing. So you're gonna coin that word now, which it's been around, but now it's gonna validate it to the utmost. And now I'm not gonna be a part of that crap. And now for them putting it in there, I'll do they thing, man. But popping will never be in there because it's not a dance. It's not a. I mean, it's not even about the sports of it. It just doesn't hold weight to have anything dynamic. It's not like you spinning on your head or doing flares or doing whatever else you do, and breaking is a little bit dynamic. Regardless of if it was in the Olympics or not. Put popping in something like that in the Olympic, it's not as, the fanfare is not as big. I mean, even though we can watch somebody on a great level of popping and waving and tutting and doing all the stuff, but it's almost like, okay, now it's just really a dance competition where breaking borderlines can borderline that. It is dance rhythm aspect to it, as we know. But doing all the acrobatic stuff and things, it's a different thing. So, but as I say, my thought about it is the joy go with them, do what they do, and I hope it works out for whomever involved in it. I ain't get no money from it. I ain't get nothing, and I ain't really gonna watch it.
Right. There you go. Good.
There it is. But I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I mean, I'm saying I'm not a person who's gonna sit here and go, "That's some bullshit." I hear everybody. I'm just a person who, if it works for them and works for those, Joey, go with them.
Yeah.
That's all. I have nothing against it.
Cool. All right. This section I'm gonna call this or that. You just choose this or that. All right. You could explain it if you want to. There's no wrong answer. All right. So we're going to just rapid fire real quick right here. This or that coming up with Poppin' Pete. Here we go.
Okay.
Horror or comedy?
Comedy.
Dine-in or delivery?
Dining.
Yeah, with all the COVID right now, you can't go. Oh yeah, you got to go delivery sometimes, right?
Well,
But
in Vegas, we can still dine in.
oh, yeah, okay, you're in Vegas. Never mind. You're still good. Red or blue? Or blue or red?
Blue.
Break-in or B Street?
Neither.
Dog or cat?
Cat.
All right. Salsa or bachata?
I like them both, but I go with bachata.
All right. Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
Hey,
Instagram.
yeah. Hey, you huge on that, brother. All right, here we go. Hey, Jackson 5 or New Edition?
A New Edition.
Car
Yeah,
or
I'm from the
truck?
Jackson 5 era. Car.
Okay. Strength or flexibility?
Got to be strong. Strength.
Strength. Well, you got flexibility, so
Yeah,
incredible,
yeah.
incredible. Day or night?
Woo! All depends. Day.
iOS
Android.
or Android? Right, Android. Sammy Davis Jr.
Nicholas
or Nicholas Brothers?
Nicholas Brothers, my all-time favorite favorite dance team, all time. There's no disputing that. Yes.
No comparison. All right.
None.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
NSYNC, baby.
Meat or veggie?
Meat.
Taco or burrito?
I had tacos the other night. Taco.
Rhythm or balance?
Oh man, you always got to be on beat. Got to have that rhythm.
Gotta have rhythm, yeah. Uber or Lyft?
I'm always gonna lift, man.
Lyft. Cardio or weights?
Cardio, because then I can dance longer. So cardio.
All right.
Yeah.
Soup or sandwich?
As my mama would call it, a sandwich.
All right, let's get some sandwiches. Mayo or mustard?
That's right. Neither one of them.
Neither.
Nope.
Pancake or waffle?
Oh man, if I'm doing chicken, I'm doing chicken and waffle.
Chicken and waffle. Chicken and pancake, does that go together?
Yeah, it can.
It can, yeah. Iced coffee or hot coffee?
I'm going with hot coffee.
Funny or smart?
Smart.
Shop online or shop in store?
I got to touch my stuff first. Shop in store.
Yeah, you got to touch it. Make sure it's the right size.
Got to put it on.
Peanut butter or Nutella?
I never had Nutella. Been to France, never tasted it. I'm going with peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Money or free time?
Money.
Your money. Music or podcast?
I mean, I don't understand what you mean.
Like maybe when you're driving, what do you listen to?
Oh, wow. That was really just obvious. What was I thinking? Nowadays it's more when I'm driving, I do podcasts.
What do you listen to now?
Yeah. Podcast?
Yeah. Who do you listen to?
I like the Brilliant Idiots. I like Joe Budden. Sometimes this lady name is Pat. I listen to what's the other ones? I listen to a lot of political stuff.
Political stuff. Okay, that's a whole can of stuff right there. All right, let's move forward. Here we go. Air or water?
Oh, I like air.
Yeah, no wrong answer. You need both, right? All
No, I
right,
know, I know. I like air.
passenger or driver?
If it's a long drive, I'm passenger. If it's just going around the corner, I'm driving.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I go with passenger all day.
yeah, yeah. You're one right now.
Yes.
All right. Hey,
Phone
text.
call. Oh,
Phone call.
hell to the no. Phone call. I hate texting. Texting, a whole conversation is with somebody, not unless you cannot, and that's the only thing you can do. But I'm having a romantic conversation with some female, and I'm freaking texting her. That is stupid.
Yes,
Call
yes,
me.
yes. Phone call, baby. Phone call. Let's do it.
Phone call.
All right, here we go. Prince or Michael?
Michael.
Michael, all the way, huh? Did you ever work with Prince,
Yep.
by the way?
I never met him, never worked with him.
Okay. All right. Motorcycle or bicycle?
Motorcycle.
Did you ever
Yeah,
have
I can
one?
ride.
You-
Yeah, I can ride a motorcycle. I learned to
Mm.
ride a motorcycle when I was young. Oh man,
Ah,
yeah. That's how I used to get to the Michael Jackson rehearsals on a motorcycle.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tupac or Biggie?
Um, if I look at it, and I'm just I would go with Biggie.
Biggie. Mm.
Yeah,
All right. Tough one. Toilet paper over or toilet paper under?
man, you got to go with toilet paper under
All right.
for me. Basketball.
Basketball or football? Basketball, yeah?
Yes,
I know
yeah,
you're a huge Laker fan,
yes,
so you must be happy
yeah,
this year.
yes. I was happy last year too.
All right. That is it, my brother.
That's
You,
it. Oh
yeah,
man, what a boy.
yeah, I know you killed that pretty easily. You killed it pretty easily, brother.
That was fun. No
Hey,
one has ever done that before. So that's a really cool. That's cool though, bro. Wow.
cool, man. I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you like that. Now I know you're a huge Instagram. You got a huge Instagram follower. What I
Mm.
want to do real quick, just show that off real quick. If I hope you don't mind that. Having more people follow you, because I mean you already got a lot, but
Mm.
let me
I'm
see
trying to get
where's
more.
exactly. Here's Pop and P's Instagram. Kind of show it off. I don't know if I said this earlier. You are huge. You're hilarious. You're a comedian, man. There's so many videos of you getting down. But look at this guy. Like, what are you supposed to be right there, dude?
Where?
You're not see. Hold on a sec. My bad. My bad. I'm not showing this
Okay.
up. Right there. Okay, here we go.
Oh, the thing.
You look like an
Well,
Indian
one of those
prince or something, like Aladdin,
from
right
it.
there.
It's an actor. That's an actor from India. So it's an app called Face
Uh huh.
Reface.
Oh
So
yeah, you
called
got so
Reface.
many
So
refaces right there, bro.
yeah. So that's my new thing. So I like Reface, and I just do. Again, man. I'm a person who I don't just look at one aspect of. I don't want people to look at one aspect of who I am.
Yep.
I
Yep.
do my political rants. I do
Yep.
my social knowledge or
Right.
of stuff. And then now I love dressing. I love fashion.
Yep.
Of course, I love dancing, but I love being a comedian. I love making people laugh. I'm not a comedian. What I am, I'm just your funny cousin, your funny uncle, your funny,
Yes.
brother that's at the family reunions or at the family functions, at the family dinners. Because I always tell people it's a difference to, being a comedian and then someone being, because a lot of funny people can't be comedians,
Mm,
because
mm.
it's a process, it's a timing. Yeah, it is a natural timing that we do, but I would do stuff and put funny stuff on me up on it. Some people are like, this is but I'm just being me. But if you're around me, like you have, you know how I am.
Yeah.
I just like making people laugh and making people comfortable. So
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. I want to jump in real quick just to share a story with the audience. And I don't even remember. I don't know if you remember this, Pete. The first time I went to your house, and it was with Skeet, and we watching a boxing match. It was between Oscar De La Hoya and Felix Trinidad. And you walk by, right? This is the first time I was at your house, and I met you before, but right when you walked by, you farted in front of my face.
Yep.
And you know, I thought it was a little weird, but I was actually really happy. The reason why I was really happy is because, you know, you felt comfortable enough to kind of accept me into your home and be natural. And that's exactly what Skeet said too. And he said, hey, now you're officially welcome to the family. I mean, it's a funny way to welcome people, but
hey, man, exactly. But
yeah.
you know, that's the thing, because Skeet and I often played the fart game, and
Yes.
Skeet, you know, would catch me sleeping with my mouth open, and then just hover his butt over my face and just let off a big one, and I look at it, and all I can say is, "Oh, you got me."
You got me. You got
Oh
me.
man, yeah. So yeah. Oh man, Ski used to do the most to me. Like Ski, again, you know, I can't help but leave my mouth open. Ski used to put hot sauce in my mouth. So I'm sitting like that, and then and I remember, and it was like coming out of a sleep, and it's hot, and I went, ooh, you mother, ooh, you mother. And I said,
Yo, okay. Yeah, hold
get
on.
you.
You got to take us back. When was this? And you know, how old were you? How old are you? And all that stuff. When did this happen?
This was this was back when I was like 25, 24, 25.
Mm.
And I was living with Ski out here in California, in Norwalk. When he living in Norwalk at his apartment.
Yeah.
And I was asleep on the couch, and I'm knocked out, and again, Ski was the biggest prankster around. Like, he would catch you. Like, you gonna get it. So I'm there, and he went and got some Tabasco sauce and hot sauce, and just put it in. And I'm sitting there like, and he was like, Pete, I want to. And he just started burning. I said, "Ooh, you mother! Ooh, you mother!" And then he laughing so hard, and I just started laughing too. I said, "Okay, I'm gonna get you." And I got him one time.
How'd you get him? How'd you get him?
So now this is gonna be really disgusting. Thank you. I had you know, sometimes, I mean, we were somewhere, I forgot, and I couldn't get to the bathroom, and I urinated in a cup that it was like, you know, 7-Eleven cup. And this wasn't me trying to get him. It's just he did something that got him on his own. So I'm like, so Skeet tend to always just grab people's drink and drink it because
no.
So I had here.
Wait, hold on. The time. Was this around the same time when you're like 25, something like that? When you're still living with him?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was. And then I'm going like, because he like you know, even you eating and you got your drink, and he'll come and pick it up and start drinking. I said, and laugh, and I said, oh, okay. So anyway, I wasn't like setting him up. I just didn't feel like getting up to go to the bathroom. I just urinated in the cup, put the top on, put the and straw. So he comes in, and he like, and he grabbed it. I said, no. He went. I said, that's what your ass get. But
wait, so you even try to stop him? You even try to say, no, don't drink it?
Yeah, because it wasn't intended to be a get back. It was just like, oh, and I went, well, that's what you get. That's because you always doing something. I bet you won't go drinking no drinks no more, picking it up off the ground. So yeah, but we often did really, you know, a lot of pranks on each other, and you know, and Ski was a very good, you know, like, you know, like he would be very good at being pranked, you know, if it's in the contents of the prank, you know, and if he feel that you got him, he like, oh, you got me, oh, you got me. So, but it went on a lot.
Yeah, I love hearing that, brother. Thanks for sharing that, for real, man. And Pete, thank you so
Oh
much
man,
for
no
your
problem.
time, dude. I really appreciate that. You dropping in. You got so much knowledge, man. I feel like we could probably talk for hours. And every time I talk to you, I feel like
Man,
I want to hear your stories. You know what I'm saying? And I know you're busy, so I don't want to keep
right,
you
right.
for so long. So let's end
No,
with
no,
this.
no, no. Okay, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay,
I'm
what I was
good.
gonna say is, how do people get a hold of you? Is Instagram the best way for people to want to get a hold of you?
Yeah. You can. We can go old school. We can go email, Pop and Pete at Gmail, PopandPete@gmail.com. But I don't know how many people use email. I mean, people use email business wise, I understand, but or just hit me inbox on Instagram, Pop and Pete,
Instagram.
one P, POPINPETE. There's no POPPIN. There's no two P's, and not. I stopped being Popping Pete years ago. My name is Pop in Pete. Reason why my name is Pop in Pete is
Right,
because
right there.
the
I'm
pop,
sure. Yeah,
yeah,
that's how you
the
spelled it.
pop is in me. Yeah, that's why I spelled that way. That's why it's called Pop in Pete. The pop is in me. The style is in me. That's why it's not spelled POPPING,
Mm-hmm.
because the pop is inside of me. So yeah, that's the way you hit me, or you on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Pop and Pete, same. I don't do Twitter, 'cause I think Twitter is excuse my language, is a shitter. I don't do that. That
Why?
is
Why?
stupid. That's for
What?
old people. It's because it's the dumbest. It's one of the dumbest things. I don't know. This Twitter is really like, you can't share. You can share pictures on Twitter, but it's the dumbest way to share them. You can't share it. If I can't put a clip on Twitter, I don't want to just talk. I want, hey man, you see my Instagram? I got pictures, a video,
Mm-hmm.
rants. I can go rant on Twitter
Yeah.
and do all that, but man, when the last time you seen a video of Donald Trump dancing on Twitter like that? I'm not. Man, no. I'm good. But so everything else, I'm on Snapchat, but who does that? Nobody goes Snapchat no more. So it means I don't
You
check
got?
all that stuff.
How about
Oh,
your
I'm on TikTok, but I'm on huh?
how about your Facebook? Or I mean, how about your
Yeah,
MySpace?
Facebook. It's still on. It's still. It's
I'm
still
playing. I'm
there.
playing. I'm playing.
I just
Yo,
logged in.
you were making. Hey, you
No,
was
no.
making fun of me when I told you to Skype, and you're like, "Hey, nobody Skypes no more."
Dude. Okay, y'all. Let me tell y'all what my brother Seach hit me up with. He said yesterday or so, Pete, we're gonna do the interview. I said, okay. Then he said, we're gonna do it on Skype. Skype. I wrote, my brother, nobody uses Skype anymore. It's too many other streaming platforms better than Skype. Nobody wants to deal with Skype like that no more. Then he said, brother, do you have Wi-Fi? Yeah, I have Wi-Fi. I was sitting there laughing. I'm going, my brother Seach back in 1997. Like, dude, like you old, you ain't got none of this stuff. You don't know nothing about all this stuff. So,
Yo, hey,
now
brother, that's why I always love you,
that's
man. We always have huge laughs, man. No matter what, I want to appreciate you. Of course, the dance. That's always the case. But like you said before, it's more than that. You're not just a dancer or choreographer. You're way more than that. I think that's why I really value and cherish you accepting me as being part of the dance family. So thank you, and that's why I'm bringing you here. I want you to share your stuff, straight from horse's mouth to all the people that are watching right now. So thank you again, man. I really, really appreciate that, Pete.
And my brother Seach, already when we became me and Ski became big brothers to you, and that was a lifetime and always will be. Regardless of you and I don't talk every day. I love you like I love you, and only Asian that sound black is black and blickety black around here.
Yeah.
I said, yeah. I don't think he's really Asian. Really, I don't think. got that soul in you, man. You know, but you know,
Black and knees, baby.
black and knees. There it is. There it is. You know, I'm black and knees.
Yeah.
I got that knees. But anyway, I appreciate you, like you said, about me and you know your family. I am. You've taken me into your home. Me and Skeet has stayed at your place. You've shown nothing but extreme love and respect from day freaking one, and I appreciate you. You know, like on the highest level. You know, can't nobody talk about my seats around here to get slapped upside the head. So.
Oh man, thank you, Pete. Thank you, Pete. I know you're busy, man. You know, now real quick though, what are you working on? Last time I talked to you, you were working with Omarion, right? Is that where you're heading towards right now?
No. We, like I said, the tour. We did the tour. We choreographed the tour. I was one of the artistic directors on the tour, and it was when COVID hit last year. They shut it down. And I think there was like 6 shows into the tour. Okay. Which was supposed to be like a 3-month tour. And so, but me and Omarion talk, often, and stuff. So that's my little dude. You know, that's my dude. And I don't know when next year when everything possibly get back to normal. They're talking about maybe by April or May to start touring again, open up the tour. All depends on how the vaccine takes and how everybody, all the other stuff, maybe they can get back to some of its normalcy. So I'm pretty sure we'd have to go back in to clean up stuff and to reintroduce the choreography to the dancers and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. When I'm working on music, I'm trying to get my music out.
Yes,
stuff like
that's
that.
Right. I was going to talk about that. You're making beats.
Yeah.
How can people get some of that?
Oh, oh man, I got to put this stuff out because I got delayed and told fibs. Oh man, it's coming out soon. Soon. You said that 2 years ago. So my whole thing is somebody just asked me that yesterday, last night. Say, Pete, man, how can we get your music? So I'm gonna be putting it up on Bandcamp pretty soon. And because I make stuff and then I go, I don't know if it's good enough, but then I say, okay, it's good enough. And so I'm getting ready to get with this guy so I can master it. It's about making it sound real good. So I'm gonna get with this guy out here and master my tracks and then get them out.
Okay.
So they be out there. I'll announce it on IG and all that.
Okay. So definitely just follow you on IG, get all the latest information out of there. Pete, thank you again, man. I'm gonna definitely bring you back for more of this and share stories, dude. You got so much stories. If nobody else is watching, I know I am. I got so much out of it just personally. So hope everybody else that's watching got the same as well. Pete, once again, thank you, my brother.
Thank you. All good, baby.
I love you, brother. All right, man. Guys, we are done for today, and I'll see you guys next time. We out.